Welcome to the future with Mercedes. I have with me a Mercedes Maybach, to be precise. We're on planet Earth, though this is fitting of a sci-fi movie from Mars. But let me really walk you through what is behind me. It's an EV from the future, a concept, of course, here displayed at the Grand NMACC venue. It's going to be here till October, but this is your first look on tech today, and I want to tell you about what luxury EV with the rugged outdoors can be envisioned like, especially if you have a top designer like the late Virgil Abloh and Mercedes Maybach. Now, what's the big giveaway that this is a Maybach? That's, of course, with the grille and then with the logo right up front. The first most striking thing, apart from the design, is these off-roading tires. Now, they're 17-inch rims with these coarse off-road capabilities, but if you look at these exposed nuts and bolts, you know this is signature Maybach, because even with these exposed screws, you have the Maybach logo right there. This is an incredibly long car. When I say long, I mean 6 meters long. Is that something practical in Mumbai traffic? Maybe not, but if this was in the rugged outdoors, you'd need battery. If you have a look at this massive hood of the car, this transparent hood, you will see solar panels installed with signature Maybach logos as well. If you go inside the car, you see that it's a really cool infotainment system, massive if you want to play games, and that you can. You also have a steering wheel which is fit to be in the next Need for Speed franchise or Gran Turismo. Absolutely amazing. And then these seats, which seem like ordinary seats with this coffee tan sort of finish, but you can go completely flat like a first-class executive seat. It's a 2-seater coupe, and most importantly, when you go flat and you think you don't want to be in the car, this is meant for the outdoors. It was designed to be out there, so if you're backpacking, maybe somewhere in Europe or even here in Lonavala, Mahabaleshwar or in Shimla, you can pick up that seat, pull it out like a suitcase, a modular design, and then place it somewhere else. What if you're feeling cold? It seems like the designers here really gave that some thought as well. The headrest is this luxury blanket which can be pulled out, unfurled, and used as a blanket to really, well, spice things up. If you come to the back of the car, it's deceptive. It almost looks like the front of the car because you've got these 2 big lights right here. And honestly, it does look futuristic, but it also looks very classic as well. Maybe going 40 years back into the future. Super duper cool. You have Maybach branding over here as well. Now, if you look up top over here, you can obviously put a tent over there, maybe go camping. We've seen that with other off-roaders, but it's interesting because if you see what Rivian's doing in the US, for instance, there's so much of this modular design with EVs, SUVs, electric SUVs. You can use them for several other purposes, maybe charging other devices, also spending some time outside, but just have one look at this and soak it all in. This is what the future probably looks like, especially if you go by Mercedes' vision with Maybach and, of course, the late Virgil Abloh. An absolute back to the future moment with this EV, and we can only hope that we see this at some point on Indian roads.